Welcome back to the channel, y'all. Please make sure y'all smash that like button and subscribe. Today I will be talking about life after the ride bearings being done. I do notice I didn't even show you guys my car yet, so I do want to do that. So this is the E93 that I have. It's a 2010. These lights are very outdated. I'm planning on upgrading those as well as these grills. I've seen some good ones online. If you guys know of any, drop those in the comment. Getting rid of those lights though for sure. It is a little dirty right now, so don't judge me too hard. Out here in LA, quarantining it. You know what I'm saying? 19s, but I'm gonna definitely switch those out. Just want to give y'all an idea. I do want to delete the chrome of this, all of that chrome I do want to get rid of. You see the interior, you know what I'm saying, it's in good condition. Everything is stock. The only modifications I did to this car was the exhaust system, which sounds really great. I plan to do a cold start video soon, so you guys just stay tuned. Okay, that's the car. Okay, now I want to talk to you guys on the importance of doing rod bearings and do I think it's worth it. So I've had my car back for about a week now. I wanted to give it a week so I can drive the car, put some mileage on it, and kind of see the difference. Honestly, it doesn't take a week to notice the difference. Honestly, if you take your car in, your E90 M3 in, and get these rod bearings done from the get-go, you're going to notice the difference, especially with the motor mounts. I explained that in my first video how kind of jerky the car can kind of be with the motor mounts if those aren't done as well as when you're replacing the rod bearings. If you're having an issue with your M3, I would advise to definitely, if you're planning, when you plan, I'm not gonna say if, because this needs to be done, when you plan to do your rod bearings, make sure to do the motor mounts as well. It will change your life. The way the car rides is a lot smoother. When I first got it back that same day, as I drove it, I noticed how much smoother it was. I also did a brake flush as well because that needed to be done. And totally different car. It runs a lot smoother. One thing I will note, that you still need to let your car warm up. When buying one of these, regardless of the mileage, because I bought mine with 48,000 miles. So right now I'm at 49,000, and I did the rod bearings at 49,000 miles. The reason why it's important to do the rod bearings regardless, because you don't know how the previous owner took care of the car. If he maintained all the oil changes, if he let the car warm up. Because if he didn't let the car warm up, 9 times out of 10, your bearings can be bad. Now see, the thing is, though this car has low mileage and it only had, I believe it was 2 owners before I bought it, when he replaced my rod bearings, he showed me the old bearings. And he said that, I looked at me, he let me know that they were bad and it was time to change them. So that's what I'm saying, like, even though you would think, like, 49,000 miles, I have nothing to worry about, I can just drive this car forever. I could probably do that at 80K, when I get to 80K or 70, but mostly like 80K, you thinking like, okay, 80K, I'll go ahead and replace the rod bearings. But with these cars, it just doesn't matter. Like, save yourself, because the thing is, let's say I had that mindset of waiting till 80,000 miles, right? With this car, because the previous owner, whoever had it, probably didn't let the car warm up or beat it on it a lot. These cars are made to be beaten on. They're made to be driven hard. But if you don't let them warm up, it can come back to bite you. And so the reason being is, if You mess up, you know, the rod bearings go out. These rod bearings went out on me. If I would have had the mindset of waiting until 80K and they went out on me, I could have spent 15 to 20,000 on a motor, and then it's like almost buying a car over again. It's almost, you know, a loss, because I got this car for 22,000, 25 out the door, 25,000, right? So the amount I spent for the rod bearings was about, and everything else, the rod bearings, the motor mounts, the brake flush, kept to about 2,700. I'm living in Los Angeles. It could be more depending on if you're on the East Coast side. If you're on the West Coast, anywhere from like 2 to 4,000. But you think 2 to 4 versus 15 to 20, right? So that's a huge difference. So like, save yourself. Definitely make that one of the first things you do. If you're planning on buying one of these cars, make sure that you already have something invested, you know, an extra $3,000 once you get the car, to go ahead and kind of get those bearings done. I know you can say, you know, you'll get it done at some point. I'm just saying from the standpoint of, you don't know how the previous owner took care of the car, and you don't want to risk that, because worst case scenario, they go out, you just spent $20,000 on this car, and now you're shit out of luck. Now you got to spend 15, you know, K on a motor. You know, it's just not, it's not worth it. So protect yourself. Definitely do the rod bearings. Of course, the throttle actuators are also needed to be done. My mechanic also told me something about the transmission gasket. That's something that does leak. These cars do have a problem with that, because I think it's like a dual gasket. Make sure to get that done too. I'm planning on getting those done sometime soon as well. Not in a rush so much, because the main thing was the rod bearings. So I know now I can drive this car as hard as I want to, over 5,000 RPM if I want, because I got that taken care of. Also, I let the car warm up. I'm not just beating on it from the get-go. So I just wanted to make this video to, you know, let you guys know, update on how the car feels after the rod bearings are done, and also information on why I think it's needed and that you should get it done. Stay tuned for the next video. Make sure, like I said in the beginning, to like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys. Rod out.